What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Juice Sappy. We back on the camera. So we got a reaction for y'all. This woman is revealing the secret that makes you irresistible to women. So let's get right into it.
This is the secret to being irresistible to all women. And yes, all women, even the women who would never admit this to you. And no, it is not being tall, dark, and handsome. Women won't necessarily tell you this directly, even the women who say the opposite. But what we all really, really want and we find extremely attractive is a super masculine man. It's all about polarity. The more in her feminine she is, the more attractive she's going to find you in your masculine. So
Okay.
what do I
Yeah. That let's talk about her first point. The more masculine you are, the more attractive most women would find you. Most women are obviously by nature feminine. There are some women out there who are more alpha. And even in those cases, those types of women want a man to be able to take the lead at times because they're so alpha. Maybe they're in corporate settings or they have their own business where they have to be a leader and have alpha qualities. She still wants a man that she can come home to at the end of the day and say, baby, I just want to lay back and do nothing. Can you just take care of things? Like, she just wants to be able to let loose too. The problem with most guys today is that a lot of us are being feminine and are not displaying masculine qualities. For example, a lot of people drink alcohol, right? I need to research this for sure, so don't quote me on this, but alcohol lowers testosterone levels. Testosterone is what makes men not working out, that lowers your testosterone levels. Having body fat lowers your testosterone levels. By default, a lot of men out here are average looking. They're not in shape, right? They're drinking alcohol. They have bad habits. So the result is there's a lot of men out here walking around with low T levels. You become more attractive as a guy. Your confidence, your masculine qualities, they all will raise. So yeah, a lot of men out here are not living up to the job, right? In order for a woman to be comfortable being feminine with you, you need to display those qualities because I've made this mistake too. I thought, okay, she's supposed to just be feminine by nature. She's supposed to give that to me by default. And while yes, there's some truth to that, it also depends on the man you are. Because if you are not a man who is masculine and can lead, where she feels right, because women feel, if she feels like she cannot let off the reins with you, if she can't just turn her brain off with you, then she's not going to be feminine with you, and you are in control of that.
mean by masculinity? I'm not talking about cognitive social constructs. I'm talking about the primal and the deep biological sense of what women truly desire. What we desire is to feel led and held and protected by a masculine man. You need to have strong leadership qualities, strong problem solving. If something goes down, she needs to know that you can hold it together in a crisis and protect her.
Those are huge ones, and what she's saying isn't like some groundbreaking thing, but I like to go over these topics to drill it into y'all heads. Women really like masculine men. They like mature men. Why do you think you see it in today's age where younger girls are dating these late 20s, 30s, like, and we're talking about girls who are like in their early 20s. They're dating these guys who are older because those guys typically have lived life experience, and by default, more often than not, they're more mature than guys their age. They have more leadership qualities. They have more stability. That's why you see that happen. But as a man, you have to be a leader of yourself first before you can lead a woman. And how do you lead yourself? You can have discipline, right? Learn to be disciplined within your own life. Going to the gym is such an underrated thing. Just going to work out and showing up consistently will carry over in all aspects of your life. That discipline you have to wake up every day and eat the right foods, it's a lifestyle. It doesn't stop, right? So that discipline is going to carry over into dealing with women. You're leading yourself to go to the gym, and now you'll be able to lead a woman to do the right things and make the right choices as well. Problem solving is another big thing. This is something that I had to work on as a man. I'm not going to come here and act like I'm all put together. I'm 25. I'm still learning, but I can give y'all game from what I've been through. Problem solving is a huge one. Shit is always going to go wrong in life. You guys cannot expect to have a smooth life. I'm reading this book. It's called The 50th Law of Power by Robert Greene. It talks about turning all obstacles into advantages. Life is always going to hit you with obstacles. There's always going to be someone trying to take your spot. There's always going to be some type of event that happens to you, but it's all about how you frame it, right? So if you see a problem as opportunity, or you see it as something, you're able to somehow do some mental alchemy to frame it as good, you can start finding ways to effectively deal with the problem instead of saying, why me? Because life honestly doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about, oh, the good fortune you've had, the good luck you've had. Everyone's run comes to an end. How can you use those obstacles that are being thrown at you to better yourself, to keep pushing? Because problems are going to always come, always. So I might be spitting right now. Let's finish the video.
Aspect of the masculine principle, and I don't talk in terms of necessarily men and women. There's masculinity and femininity as universal principles in nature, is your decisiveness and your direction. You need to have a direction, you need to be goal oriented, have a purpose that you're devoted to, and show up consistently. She loves your discipline, she loves your consistency.
In conclusion, y'all, right? Just be a masculine man. A lot of guys out here are not masculine. It's really easy. It's really easy to do. You just have to be more disciplined within your own life. Women love that. They love the look of discipline. A nice body is a look of discipline. Health is the look of discipline. If you look healthy, you look like youthful. Maybe you're older, right? I get this all the time. People think I'm younger than I actually am. They say, "Oh, you have a baby face," and they just like, you just look like you take care of yourself. Discipline. Women see it on you. People see it on you. So you'll always be respected as a masculine man in your woman's eyes and by the world. And if people disrespect you as a masculine man, you know how to deal with that. You know how to show up in those situations. All right. But that's the video for y'all today. Something a little different. I'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.